All right, let's talk about book updates because I got a lot. I've made decisions. We got a whole bunch to talk about. I guess the first thing is to start off where we left off. And that was, I was having a hard time deciding on the sizing of the book, where I was weighing the options for pricing and all of that stuff. And I decided I'm going to go with the 8.5 by 11 soft cover. So that's the bigger option. That just so happens to be the same size as this beautiful Losers book that I like quite a bit. I think it's a nice size. One of the other things I was struggling with was figuring out how the book would be structured in terms of the content, because, I didn't want it to be like my old daily drawing books that were just all of the drawings just jammed in there, packed full. And I wanted it to be more than just an art book. I also didn't want it to be sequential. I didn't want to just front load the early drawings and then go to the new ones, because to be honest, I don't love a lot of the early ones. I don't love most of the early ones. And I think that's part of it. There's been a tremendous amount of growth that's been a result of this daily drawing project. And that's not to say I don't want to include the early ones. I think there's value in them to some degree, just not all of them. Listen, let me tell you about how I've decided to break this book down. So the book's going to start off with the front stuff. Front stuff is just, typical front stuff, like the title, the copyright stuff, and then there'll be an intro where I introduce the whole thing. Everything. Not everything, but you know what I'm saying. The next section, I'm thinking, will be called The Accidental Illustrator. Because, if you've seen other videos where I talk about this, I always say that I accidentally became an illustrator as a result of this daily drawing project. And I didn't start the project to become an illustrator or to become anything. It was more of just wanting to draw more because I wasn't drawing anymore and I needed to trick myself. And that simple thing just spiraled into this whole crazy career that I've had. So for this section, I'm going to write a little bit about how the project came to be and just sort of introduce it. Nothing too long-winded. And then I plan to show some of those early drawings, some of those early days. I'm having a photographer friend shoot some photographs of those early sketchbooks because the early ones were all on paper. There wasn't even computers back then. I'm just kidding, there was computers. But it was a long time ago, and I started making this a sketchbook project. I did them in sketchbooks for quite a few years. I'm looking up there, you may be wondering what I'm looking at. A stack of them. I used to use those little moleskin sketchbooks. So I'm gonna get some nice photographs of some of those and then just images of them. I was inspired by this really cool book, James Edmondson. The thing that inspired me for my book was there's these pages where it's just sort of like a collage of stuff like this. And I thought this would be a cool way to show some of those early drawings and sort of, lean into the looseness of them and to show more without just trying to cram a bunch of stuff in there. And I feel like this sort of thing would work well for a lot of these rough little sketches that the early drawings were. Cool book. I recommend it. And then at the end of that section, I'm gonna select some of the drawings that are sort of seeds for things to come, like how lettering starts to become more prominent, and just maybe hints at directions I may go as the years progress. The next section is something I'm going to call the rules, because the rules are the only way I was able to get this done. And I'm talking about about the daily drawing commitment and the constraints, the idea of structure over motivation, and sometimes these drawings are rushed or done late at night or really only existed because of the rules. And then sharing some drawings that are limitations as the driver for what the drawing is. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, because that sounds crazy. But the fact that there had to be a drawing and it had to be done, and that was it. And there's other kinds of drawings. What am I talking about? Okay, so the next series is where we really get into the different sections like the other books were. The early ones were divided up by category because I always wanted to show them that way as opposed to just having it be sequential, because the whole thing with these daily drawings is like you're committing and doing them every day, so it's more about the overall thing and just that commitment. So because of that, because you're doing them every day, there's going to be some stinkers, but then you might have some good ones early on and then some bad ones later. So putting them sequential never made sense to me. So anyway, some of these categories I've narrowed it down. There was a lot of categories between the two books, and I combined some of them and got rid of others just to sort of simplify things a little bit. These categories are improvised drawings. These were the kind of drawings that I used to do a lot, where I would like start with a scribble or a blob and then turn that into something. And then there's just like lettering based stuff that would include quotes, stuff from music, pop culture. Going to be a section. I did lots of drawings of weird, quirky cars that I like and cars that I've owned. And that is something that led to the Hot Wheels project. So that's something that I want to be sure to include here. And then bikes, because I did a whole series of bikes that led to work within the cycling industry. So that's sort of planting seeds for something to come in the future in a different section. Then politics, there's a lot of political drawings in here. Some people on Instagram would be like, hey, you're just doing these drawings now to get likes. Well, kind sir, I've been making my radical views of caring about other people known since I've been posting stuff on the internet. Okay, so that's me. Characters. Characters is kind of broad. There's like a whole subsection in here for food, because there's lots of food drawings when I was looking at those, and most of them are some sort of like character where I'm anthropomorphizing food. So there's that. And then patterns, because I've done so many patterns, there has to be a pattern section. There will be some writing in this section and more about how like series are a cheat code and help with ideas, and how series led to lots of different things that have happened for me. And then section 4 will be something about like voice and style, I think. I guess the premise is stop making what you think they want to see and like leaning into just my own stuff and like what I'm doing and just being me, I guess. So it would be work that just feels undeniably me, but like I guess all of it does. But I feel like this would sort of showcase that progression. Definitely, this is where a lot of the humor, or the stuff that's like heavily humorous, if you will, would be in there. Repetition of themes that occurred throughout the series. Some emotional range, if you will. Just me sort of like finding my stride within the daily drawing series, I guess. The next section is something like skills, and I wrote down explansion, but I think it means expansion. So this is more about like technical growth. This is where I would put like some redos where I revisited old drawings to do a new version and see what's changed and how I would reinterpret them. I might document some like style shifts where I start to figure out how I do things, maybe in regard to how I draw people, because that's always been something that's been a little bit of a weird thing for me. I kind of want to touch on the animation stuff, but because it was such an important part of my career, but I don't like, that's kind of a tricky thing for a static book, but I definitely plan on showing some like frames of stuff, not a ton, but there'll be some of that. And then the next section would be like work follows the work, and this is about the idea of like portfolio is a side effect, and like just making all of this stuff is like how I put myself out there and how I started getting work based on these things. Also, where I would sort of talk about the idea of how personal work is crucial as an illustrator, because it sort of guides the work that you do. Because as an illustrator, you get people, when you get hired by someone, they see your work and they say, I like this, I'd like to hire you to make something similar for me. So if that's the only stuff that you do, you're sort of like regurgitating the same thing over and over again. But with personal work, you can sort of constantly refresh and grow in a natural way on your own terms. and sort of steer and not become stagnant. This is where I will show like dailies next to client outcomes. For example, like the car series leading to the Hot Wheels project, or like bikes, the bike industry. See, that's the thing that's a little confusing. It's like, I thought this made sense, but then it's like, if I have those sections earlier on, well, I guess I wouldn't have to show all of them in this section, right? So it would just be like, oh, you remember that section from before? Here's some of those drawings, and here is like them side by side with the client work. That makes sense. Thank you for helping me through that. In this section, there will also probably be things where the daily drawings were adapted into other things like products, or, you know, how they inspired client work in other ways, or how I just steal stuff from myself for my old drawings. It's sort of this like archive of imagery. Why do I forget to breathe when I'm trying to talk to you? And then the next section this isn't really the title, but what I wrote down is staying alive doing this. And I was just thinking that it might be cool to have a section where I talk about, you know, maintaining that daily drawing series for so long, and like things that I did to maintain that, with like in regards to burnout. I might put some like lists and quotes in here. I don't really know for sure, but something. The last section is continuation. In my head, this is like still showing up, just not officially, because I'm not technically doing the daily drawing project anymore, but I'm still drawing all the time, and personal work is still a huge part of what I do, especially with this channel, because the stuff that I make when I'm showing how to do things is like, you know, I make for that purpose, and that's what I do. I just draw all the time. So personal work is a huge thing. So that'll be some newer work included in there. I'm also gonna do some interviews. I mentioned this last time, but I reached out to 2 people so far. One being Kate Bangaman-Burt, who was the original inspiration for me to start a daily drawing project. And then Andy J. Pizza, good friend and someone who's done plenty of daily drawing projects, and just a rad, insightful person. So my thought for these interviews was that they'll be pretty minimal in the book. Maybe it's like a page or a spread where it'll be more image focused, and maybe some quotes, but then there'll be like a link, maybe a QR code, I don't know, so that you could listen or watch a full discussion between me and the other person as like a counterpart, interactive, if you will. And then I'm also going to like insert throughout the book different things like prompt lists, little examples of just like little they're like little fragments like throughout the book, like, you know, ideas for things you could do for daily drawings, or different series, or different prompts. Did I say prompts yet? Things like, you know, when I had no ideas, I did this. When I was tired, I did this. When I was stuck, I reused this rule. Might include things like stuff that I did for my Stinktober prompt list, or your art here, or draw this in your style. I'm still figuring that stuff out. And then one other thing is, in my 10 years book, when I hit 10 years, my lovely wife, Shayna, and my BFF, Josh Lafayette, surprised me by reaching out to lots of my friends, illustrators and designers, and asked them to do their version of some of my daily drawings. And there's just so many good ones. I think I already talked about this in one of the series, but I definitely want to include these in the book as well. Like Jen Gazzari did this one, and Dave Yee. There's so many good ones in here. Mary Kate McDevitt. So I definitely want to include those. I know that they're in this book, but one of the reasons I really pushed to make this book is that I only ever did my 10 years book as like a print on demand thing through Amazon's Kindle Direct. And over the years, the quality has gotten a little less good. The pricing has gone up, and I just don't want these to be, I just don't want to do these anymore. Like, I'm not happy about the quality. They're a little too glossy. They used to be a lot better. So I want to like pull these books And so incorporating that like important stuff in the old book. I need your help. At this point, I have to really start getting serious about setting up the Kickstarter for the new book and like starting to get it all ready. Because like funding this, it's going to be very expensive. So Kickstarter, that's what I've done for the previous books that I self-published. So it worked then. I think it you know, I'm hoping it works now. I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. So I imagine this will be easier, but it's still a little bit scary. Anyway, I need a title for the book. So like the first book was 1,000 Days of Drawing. And then I just was like, another 1,000 Days of Drawing. And then it was 10 years of daily drawings. 14 years of daily drawings is stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Let me just read some possible titles that I have put on a list. Remember, there's no bad ideas at this point. So you can feel free to throw them out, and you can also feel free to not judge some of the ones that I'm about to read. Also, some of these came from my lovely patrons. I asked on Patreon for some suggestions, and I got some there. So every day, eventually, showing up. That sounds too... No, I hate that. I hated that, saying that out loud. Showing up? Are you kidding me? Do you let me put that on the list? Hold on, I'm deleting this right now. Showing up. It's just about showing up. It's about doing the work. I hate myself for that. The long way around. Who wrote these? Drawn over time. Accumulation by accident. It's kind of funny. Volume. Not bad. This one came from Patreon and it made me laugh out loud. And I kind of like it. A completely normal amount of drawings. I think that's funny. An entirely reasonable number of drawings. The accidental illustrator. This wasn't the plan. I mean, it's true. Oops, that worked. And then I have this, I wrote subtitles. And then I wrote daily work, series, and accidental momentum. So that's where I'm at. That's the update. That's what we're doing. Help me with some titles. Tell me what you think about what I just said. Is there other things that you would like to see in there? Is there stuff that you don't want to see in there? I don't even know what that would be. I've been going through the old ones, trying to find things. Did I say that already? So I'm gathering now. I have a page size, so I've got an InDesign doc going. I'm throwing stuff in there. There's no way to end this. I gotta go. Thank you.